call it chemistry, a connection, or something in our genetic code. What we build is who we are. We don't stop at good enough, but we don't quit when the going gets tough. We're not afraid to get dirty, get lost, or turn a wrench. We go until there's nothing left. It's in our DNA.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
Your locally owned Bill Alexander Ford has the vehicles you want. F-Series, Bronco, Expedition, Edge, Explorer, Escape, and Ranger. And try our mobile service for light maintenance. We will come to you. For a difference you can count on, visit us in person or go to BillAlexanderFord.com.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It is 2 o'clock, so we are here with your next Fishgistics update on the 2022 Vegas to Reno race going on today. Are you guys having fun watching this thing today? I know most of you guys are probably at work. It's a little weird having a race on a Friday. Doesn't happen very often. Usually just this race and the Baja 1000, and sometimes Parker, depending on how they schedule that, is on a weekday. So if you're just joining us, we did have some action. We just saw due to Bryce's in-car camera that has been awesome all day. And here, let me show you guys exactly what we're talking about. So if you haven't been watching Bryce Menzies' YouTube, you got to go check it out. It's been awesome all day. It's been up about 98% of the time. You can see one of the cameras is working right now. They've pretty much all been working all day. He just had another flat tire. So we have seen him have 3 flat tires so far. The first 2 flat tires he's had, he did not get past. However, this last flat tire, he got past. So now they are sitting in the dust of Justin Lofton, who got around him on this last tire change. It actually looked like the wheel was maybe kind of wobbled on there. It took him a little bit while longer to get it off. But they did get it changed, and they are going again. There's his heli shot from his heli right there. So definitely a big change. We have a lead change. Justin Lofton is in front of him physically. You can see him right there on the corner. Notice on the corner, that is Lofton going to the left. So he's not that far in front of him. And then here comes Bryce. He's going to make that a hard 90 left right there. And he's trying to catch back up. So it's definitely a lot easier when you're in the front with no dust. You can see now he's going to be right behind. There's a look out the front of his car. That's what it looks like. Obviously, the camera is a little bit dirtier than his helmet because they're not wiping it every second. But you can see he is now in second physical. Justin Lofton is in front. Remember, Justin Lofton did start behind him, and that means on corrected time, Lofton started second, and there was a 2-minute time split. So Lofton actually has 2 minutes on him, plus whatever he's physically ahead right here. So in order for Bryce to get back the lead, he's going to have to pass Lofton, and he's going to have to put 2 minutes on him in order to be able to get back in first place on corrected time. So we will we'll stay tuned and keep an eye on this. But this is Bryce Menzies' YouTube channel if you want to watch this. It's been epic all day. Here's a look at the tracker. What hasn't been epic is their trackers. Both him and Lofton's trackers are not working well today. You can see Bryce's hasn't updated in over 10 minutes right there. He's probably going to be somewhere around 285, 290, probably something around there. They probably just made this hard left, actually. That hard left might have been that one, or it was this one right here, more than likely. So I bet you that they just made this left right here. That's going to be my guess. And they're going to be right around here. So Lofton's tracker obviously is not working either, or his tracker would be showing up right here. So trackers are definitely hurting a bit today. That's a bummer for us watching at home. What is working today is these one cars. They are working a lot of trophy trucks right now. James Dean is up there. He has 2 trackers on his car. Cole, he won Silver State. He's having another good run today. He's up there. Luke, not Luke McMillan, sorry. Luke McMillan is watching his brother today, Dan McMillan. He is going to be there. Robert Johnson, and number 12, is there also. And then it comes on back to the 32 and so on. So definitely cool there. Got good racing going on. Pretty much it's Lofton and Bryce right now in the front, though. They've kind of checked out. You can see they have at least almost a 10-mile lead, really, on the rest of this pack here. So good lead going for those guys. Now, I'm going to turn some of these. We're going to look at some other classes now. Haven't really looked at a lot of the other classes yet. So let me see here on the 6100s. All right, so 6100s, we have in the lead. They're just passing pit 6, which is the Blair Junction pit. On the tracker, remember, if someone's tracker is not working, we won't know. Jason Coleman is showing in first. Connor McMullen is showing in second. Chad Dorman is showing third. Brent Fox is showing, and look at that, Brent Fox just jumped up to the lead. So Brent Fox may actually be in the lead, depending on when these trackers update. And then Adam Householder. So that looks like that's your top 5 cars right there that are all in the lead. And other than that, we have some more. Tim Wilson. See, the trackers they're bouncing all around today. Really, I don't know if they're having some satellite service issues today or what, but they're really, really bouncing around. And it's definitely hard to keep track of who's in what place. See, now Jason Coleman bounced back in front of these two. So it's definitely hard to keep track of who's in what position for you guys. So I'm trying my best, see what we can do here. And let me see. Hold on. We're trying to get some updates, multitasking for you guys. We got lots of live cameras today on some people. We have we got I don't know. I'm trying to figure the gap out in the first here. Are your trackers holding up better than others? Honestly, I don't really have. I have 2 people with trackers on today because I don't do tracking for Best in the Desert races. Usually nobody really needs it because you have good enough cell phone service and you're in touch with the truck most of the way. I have a tracker on Bryce's truck, and yeah, it's working fine. Mine is, but it doesn't show up on this screen here for you guys, so that doesn't really do you guys any good. Let me see. Hang on. I'm trying to get some split times for you guys. Let's see. Yeah, trying to get you guys a split here. I'd like to know where the 23 and the 32 are physically compared to the 7 and the 41. That would be, let's see. Yeah, so the 12. I'm going to try to get somebody at this next pit right here at Mina. Hopefully we can get somebody and get us some split times when they come through there. If any of you guys are on here watching, I know some of you guys are, somebody says they're watching from Toto Santos. Perfect on their Starlink. If anybody's at pit 8 and can get us physical split times, that would be awesome because the Racing Tracks page, it doesn't give you split times if their trackers aren't working. So you can see right here it's showing Toby Price is in first and Robert Malone in second, but that's not correct because obviously Bryce's tracker is not working. Dan McMillan's tracker is obviously way back because he wouldn't be way down here in 8th. So definitely this tracking page today is not good for split times. So let's see. Kyle Alexander says, I have people at Mina. Kyle, if you are in touch with them, if you could get us some physical split times for the top like 5 TTs that come through with some gaps, that would be awesome. Hopefully, they should be getting close soon. Obviously, these guys aren't yet, but the 7 in them should be there probably in about 10 minutes or less. So if you guys can get us some split times, and then even if it's not this update, the next hour update, hopefully we can get some split times for you guys. So usually has poor cell service. I know, so it'll be kind of hit or miss. We'll see, though. Anything you guys can do the rest of this day for us on split times will be great because these trackers are not going to be very helpful today. I can tell you that right now. It looks like Bryce's thing is still working, so he's got some service where he is. He's either using Starlink or they're using Cell or a combination of both, actually, to get his service that they're using for the live stream that you guys are watching on Bryce Menzies' YouTube. All right, let's look at a couple other classes. Maybe their trackers are working a little better. Let's go look at the UTV Trophy Unlimited class, because there is a whole bunch of these cars. Let's see who we got in the front. So we have Cody Bradbury. That makes sense because he started first. Mitch Guthrie, he started second. We have the 2802. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name because I suck at that. So they are running in third. The 2929 Sierra Romo running fourth. That's pretty cool. That's a brand new car. I know she just had a brand new Polaris Pro R built. This is her first time racing it. So good to see her running up in fourth position. She had a strong qualifying as well. Ryan Piplick, always fast. Travis Zollinger in the kind of the one-off trophy car that they built, the ZRP car. That's good to see them having a good run. Chris Blaze, got the hand controls going, always has a good run. Trey Gibbs is up there in the top 10. We have Christina Gutierrez. Oh, this is cool. She's from Spain. She usually does a lot of rally racing, and she races the Extreme E and that stuff. So cool to see Christina come over here and compete. It's been a little while. Sometimes she does a Mexico race. I don't remember the last time she did a Best in Desert race, so that's cool to see. Michael McFadden, Wayne Matlock in his Pro R back here. Trevor Layton, and so on. So that's what's going on here. Now we have, on the Best in the Desert live stream, they have the Ride TV live stream. They are showing an in-car right now from, I think that is the Shock Therapy car, Justin Smith. It looks like he's trying to battle somebody down, chase somebody down in the UTV class. So definitely, you got to have like 5 monitors today with like different things. You need one with Bryce Menzies' screen on there, like the main screen, because that one works bitching all day. Then right next to it, you need the Ride TV screen with whichever one of theirs is working. Which they can switch themselves if you put their main screen up there. And then you need one for me, and then you need one for your Facebook updates. So there's almost like too much information now and too many different sources. We need to get all this information and put it in one spot so that everybody just has to go to one page to see everything. It's cool having all this stuff, but it's like it's hard when you don't know what screen to be looking at or what tab to have open. So I don't know. Hopefully we can figure something out and try to get all this in one spot, to have everybody's feed. And there you go. Somebody just posted a link to the Ride feed right there, so you can check out the Ride TV feed right there. Let's go look at another UTV class while we are here. UTV Pro Turbo. All right, so UTV Pro Turbo. They are with Phil Blurton leading, Joe Tarana second. We have Vito in the 950. Running third. Then we have AJ Jones. There we go. That's pretty cool. AJ Jones is out here. Another Dakar Rally winner, actually, out here testing his new Dakar car. So these are cars that South Racing and Jones team, father and son, AJ and Jesse, have put a lot of time into these cars in development. So they're getting them ready for the next Dakar, and they wanted to bring it out here for a good test. So they actually have his teammate out here is also racing. There's Bingquest, who's got the best in-car audio all day for sure. So they're going along. Their in-car is working still. So cool to see them running there. It looks like they're in about 5th position right now. Then we have Chase Carr here, Austin Weiland. He's usually a little bit more towards the front, so maybe he's off the pace a little bit today with something going on. 994, Mike Kelly, Brandon Sims. So we got a lot of battles going on out there. It's still a long way to go. Remember, these guys haven't even made it to the transfer section yet. So none of these guys have made it to Tonopah when they put it on a trailer. But look at all these entries. This is only the Pro Turbo class showing right now, and they're just all over the place. There is so many of these UTVs racing now. It's pretty crazy. So let's see. Too much coverage is a problem now. Yeah, too much coverage is a problem when it's like 20 different spots and you don't know what tab to have open. So Ride TV is doing a good job because they do have one main screen that they'll switch between all their cameras. Hopefully next time they'll have like a Sunday ticket screen where you can watch all 8 on one thing. You got all 8 cameras there and you can just watch it on one screen. That would be good. That would make it a little bit easier for everybody, especially when you're watching on your cell phone, which most people are nowadays. It's hard to switch between all the tabs. So it's cool to see this all evolving, and it's only going to get better every race. That's just one thing that I would like to see, hopefully, coming soon. Other classes, any other classes you guys want to check on? Let's see. Motorcycles. Yeah, so the motorcycles are probably at the finish now. I mean, I'm sure they are. So let me just show you guys all. Yeah, they're at the finish. So I don't know who won. We can look unofficially, though, over here at Racing Tracks. And we will go to the Open Pro class. All right, so finish. It looks like Skylar Howes is probably your winner. It's showing him as finishing in 6:42.26. And then just over a minute behind. Look at this. It's close racing. A minute and 20 seconds to the 45 of Joe Wasson and Zane Robert. They're going to be second. And then third, who I think actually finished first physically, is Dalton Sherry, the number 46, in 6:45. So only about 3 minutes back. So 3 minutes between the top three. Fourth place is finished. It looks like it's Jeremy Newton. Then it's Hayden Hintz, and then we have Russell. And then on the number 5, looks like he's finished also. So those are your finishers unofficially and on the tracker. If someone's tracker wasn't working, they wouldn't be listed on here. But that does look like your overall bike winner is going to be Skylar Howes, Dakar racer. So really cool to see him come out here on his Dakar bike and get some time in, some testing time, and you know, it looks like he had a good race. He had a bad qualifying. He actually fell in qualifying. I'm pretty sure that was him. I saw it fall in qualifying. He had to start a little bit farther back in the pack, and he just made his way up through it all day. So that's what's going on in the bike class. So there's your bike update for you guys. Class 10, yeah, a lot of people. Okay, class 10. I think the 1004, isn't that Cade in them? They had an alternator, I think, was what they were down with earlier. They were stopped in a pit earlier and changed it. I believe it was an alternator. Yeah, Cade Garcia. They had so they had an alternator go out earlier. It looks like some of these cars. Okay, class 10. They just restarted. It looks like the 1036 Corey Goyne is the first on the course. I don't know if he's winning on corrected time, but he is the first to restart. You can see here's the restart. Everybody else is sitting waiting at the restart. So I don't really know who's going to be what position there. We can look at the Racing Tracks time, and if it's correct, it's showing that, let's see. So on Racing Tracks, it's actually showing that Preston Brigman is going to be leading on corrected time at the restart, and then Corey Goyne is going to be 3 minutes behind him. Once again, these are very unofficial. I don't even know if these are correct, but this is all we have, so that's what we're showing you guys. The 1011 is going to be third, then the 1053 and the 1056 are going to be fourth and fifth. So that's what's going on in Class 10. Everyone else behind them is going to be sitting and doing transfers soon. So it's going to be tough to check on any of those other classes. So we'll go take one more look back at the front and see what's going on. Bryce Menzies, looks like his feed is frozen right this second. Hopefully it'll come back in a second. But yeah, Lofton is out front. If you're looking at the tracker, Justin Lofton passed Bryce Menzies after he got his third flat. He got around him. He's in front. Bryce is in second. We don't know an actual time split, but they're literally in each other's dust. And Bryce is no more than a minute behind him, probably more like 30 seconds. Then we have, actually his camera's working again. You can see he's still just sitting in the dust. Look at his camera. So this is Bryce's live in-car right now. You can see at the top left, looking forward, he's still in Lofton's dust. He's just sitting there. This is not where he wanted to be at this point in the race. It's really tough on this, a lot of single lane. It's really tough to run people down. As you can see, how are you supposed to go fast through that? You can't even see where you're going right there, and there's not a lot of passing lanes. There's not a lot of washes like in Mexico where there's a lot of lanes and everything. It's pretty much just one lane for the race course, so it's very, very hard to make up time. So, yeah, Lofton is out front. He's going to get to the washes. Anything gnarly, he's going to be the first one there to hit it now. So that's a little bit of a disadvantage. You know, if there's something gnarly, he's going to know, or he's going to get hit with it first, basically, before Bryce does. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's a look at the leaders. Go over to YouTube, pull up Bryce Menzies' channel, go over to Ride TV. It's RYDETV.com. Go over there, and you can pull it up. Go to the Best in Desert site. They have the tracking on there with Racing Tracks and everything. And then we'll be back at 3 o'clock for your next update here on Fishgistics. And what are you guys saying? What is the split from Class 1 to TT? Well, we don't know. They started 2 minutes apart. So however they qualified, they started 2 minutes apart. We don't have any good time splits for you guys right now because the main trackers out front are not working. So literally, if you look at the Racing Tracks page, none of the splits are going to be correct. And just like looking right here, you would think that Bryce is passed by the 1575, but it's not, because if you click on it, look at when it updated, 1415. That was about 7 minutes ago. So that is not a correct update at all for the 7 there. So just keep that in mind when you guys are watching this stuff today. All right. Well, we will be back at 3 o'clock with the next update here on Fishgistics. And once again, thank you guys always for tuning in. Big thanks to all of our sponsors that make all this happen. KMC, our title sponsor, once again, all year. F&L Race Fuel, Brian Busby, thank you guys. 4-Wheel Parts, everybody. BFG, they're having a pretty good race so far, I think. BFG's, Alexander Ford, Vi-Metal Trailers. All these guys had to use their Vi-Metal Trailers on that transfer section, so hopefully you had a nice trailer and you didn't get a flat tire on your trailer, have to deal with that. Jeff Alford, Ultra Beer, Michelob Beer. Thanks once again. We're going to have a few of those later. A bunch of these guys had them. Hopefully they didn't have any of those in the transfer section. Polaris, Razor, King Shocks, Unlimited RV, and Baja Designs. Some of these guys are going to need their Baja Designs lights today for sure, because this is going to go into the dark for a lot of these classes. Pretty much everybody besides the top 2 classes are probably going to be finishing in the dark here, especially with that 1 hour UTV gap. They're going to be finishing way in the dark, so those guys are going to need their Baja Designs. All right, we'll see you guys back at 3 o'clock with the next update here on Fishgistics. See you guys then.